Hi, thank you everybody for joining us this afternoon. My name is Alexis Eichel, and I'm the Landlord Engagement Specialist here at Tacoma Housing Authority. And I'm excited to connect you all with our partner at Tacoma Public Utilities, Ms. Francine Artis. And she is going to go ahead and review some really great programs that Tacoma Public Utilities has. And the way this will work is we are going to go ahead and review the information with everybody, and then we will stop the recording and open it up for questions and answers. You're more than welcome to type any questions you have in the chat down here, or you can use the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Ms. Francine.
Great. Thank you very much, Alexis. Good afternoon, everyone. As Alexis said, I'm Francine Artis. I am currently the interim manager for customer services at Tacoma Public Utilities. And I wish I could see all of your faces right now because I want to share some information with you about a neat way that you or your tenants could potentially qualify for free or reduced utilities. And so with that, I'm going to go through my presentation, and then at the end, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. So the program I'm going to talk about today is BCAP. What is BCAP? BCAP is our Bill Credit Assistance Plan, and it's a utility assistance program that's offered to income eligible households who are customers of Tacoma Public Utilities. We would like you to enroll in BCAP, but you're probably wondering, why should I enroll in BCAP? Well, if your household or your tenant's household qualifies for our Bill Credit Assistance Plan, that account will automatically, once enrolled, that account will automatically receive a credit every month just for being enrolled in the plan. You're probably wondering, how much is the BCAP credit? Well, the credit is based on the number of services billed directly by TPU. For customers living in apartments who only pay for power, the credit is $21.60 per month. Over a 12-month period, that's $259 to pay, or a credit that's applied to your utility account. If you want to receive more credit, there's opportunity for that as well. Additional credits can be available with full on-time payment. So the program is currently a program that's been offered for a couple of years now. And the way the program initially started was, in order to receive a credit on your account, you had to pay your bill in full and on time. And although we had great success with that, there were a lot of tenants who were receiving that extra credit. Tenants and homeowners are eligible for it, but there were a lot of people who were receiving the credit, but there were a lot of people who weren't able to achieve that credit as well. And so during the pandemic, we, of course, had a lot of challenges because there were a lot of people who were unable to pay their bill at all. And what we did was we revamped the program to make it so that we listened to our customers. We did a survey of the customers who are currently enrolled, and we listened to what they said. And one of the things they said is, make it available to more households. Some people were just barely over the income eligibility. So we increased the income eligibility to 60% area median income. Then we had other people who were enrolled in the program who said, make it so that I don't have to pay in full and on time. Sometimes there's months where I can't pay in and paid my account in full. So we changed that criteria as well. We made it so that there's an automatic credit that's applied to the account. But in those circumstances where a customer can pay in full and on time, there's an additional credit that can be applied. For an apartment, it would be an additional $252 applied to that account. And in a 12-month period, that's a $511 credit or discount on your bill per se, that it's money that you wouldn't necessarily have to pay on your bill. For customers who live in 5 services, homes or other things that have 5 services, there is an opportunity to achieve up to $1,000 a year in discounted services or credits on their account by being enrolled in this assistance program. So of course, the question came up with what happens if I can't pay in full? Well, if there's a month where you can't pay it in full and on time, you're still going to get that automatic credit, but you wouldn't achieve the additional credit for that month. But then the next month, if you got a tax credit, got your tax refund or applied for assistance from another agency, you could still achieve it. So just because you don't pay it in full on 1 month doesn't mean that you're removed from the program. You stay in the program, you continue to get the automatic credits, but there's 1 month you could get the extra credit, and the next month maybe you don't achieve that, but then you could get it on a third month. So that's the really neat thing about it, is that you can control some of that. There's not, you're not penalized or kicked off the program because you can't pay 1 month. Can I receive help from other agencies? Yes, yes, and yes. And we strongly encourage you to apply for assistance from other agencies. We've got several customers who are enrolled in BCAP, and they also qualify for the energy assistance programs. I wish I could see a show of hands to find out how many of you get MDC or get the LIHEAP assistance through MDC or Pierce County, because those programs have been enough credit from those programs to earn the credit from our program, which in many cases, we've had customers for over 2 years who have not had to pay any of their own money towards our utility bill. 1 month they apply for the LIHEAP assistance, they get that assistance, which then triggers the credit that they get from the BCAP program. And that's enough to take them through to the next year when they're eligible to apply for LIHEAP again. So it does require an extra step in applying for LIHEAP or other agencies. Some people get assistance from churches and other places. It doesn't matter where the money comes from, so long as it's enough to pay that bill, it triggers that additional credit on the account if the bill is paid in full and on time. So it's virtually having free utilities. How do I qualify for BCAP? Well, you qualify if you're a Tacoma Public Utilities customer. The bill does have to be in your name. You live in the dwelling full-time, and it's not metered or shared with another unit. So if it's a unit that the meter is solely on your unit and not shared with another unit, then you could qualify for it, as well as the account is not already enrolled in our discount rate program. We do offer a separate program, but you can't be in both at the same time. And then if your household meets the income qualifications, and I'll show you what those qualifications are so you can see if you qualify. These are the income qualifications, and actually this should be changing in the next few days. So by next week, we'll probably have the new income guidelines on our website. These incomes get adjusted every year around the 1st of April. And so they go up or they're adjusted based on what's happening in the area. It's based on 60% of area median income. So for a household with one person, $3,555 is the current eligibility. If you've got more than 4 people in the household, you can contact or look on our website, and it's got some other information about additional people in the household and what those income eligibilities are. Applying for BCAP is pretty easy. We are making some adjustments to our application process, but right now you can go to mytpu.org/assistance and get more information about the program. But also there's a residential utility assistance application at that site, and you can either download an application or you can go online and apply that way and upload your documents. If you don't have access to the internet, please call us and we'll get an application mailed out to you. Our customer services number is 253-502-8600. So I know I went through that pretty quickly. I hope you have some questions that I can answer for you, because I really, really, really want to encourage you, if you are a tenant and you are eligible for this program, get enrolled as soon as possible so that you can start achieving those get that automatic credit and possibly get the additional credit as well. If you're a landlord and you've got tenants who will qualify, please encourage them to apply as well. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. And Alexa, I don't know if there's anything that's come through on the chat.